Have you ever wondered why some women seem to naturally draw people in, while others struggle to feel noticed or appreciated? It's not about makeup, designer clothes, or social status. It's something far deeper. It's something that comes from the way you carry yourself, the energy you emit, and the mindset you choose to embrace every single day. There are qualities, specific qualities, that ignite attraction, not because they are superficial, but because they touch something fundamental in human psychology. These are qualities that men don't just notice, they genuinely desire. And the best part? You can develop them. You can grow them. They are not gifts you are born with. They are choices you make in how you live, how you think, and how you love yourself. Before diving in, let's pause for a moment and consider something important. Attraction is not just about charm or flirtation. It's about the way you feel about yourself. Human beings are wired to recognize confidence, authenticity, and warmth. When you carry these qualities, it doesn't just make people notice you, it makes them gravitate toward you effortlessly. And that is the kind of presence that goes beyond physical appearance. This is the kind of presence that builds lasting connection. The good news is, by the end of this video, you will understand the 7 qualities that create this magnetic energy. And if you watch closely, there's a hidden reward waiting for you, the kind of understanding that can transform your relationships and even the way you see yourself. Think for a moment about the women who leave a lasting impression on you. What do they have in common? Is it how they look? Or is it the energy they give off? The way they make people feel comfortable, seen, and inspired? The truth is, the women who are most wanted and respected aren't perfect. They don't try to impress everyone. Instead, they cultivate qualities that speak directly to human desires for connection, trust, and admiration. There's a psychology to this. People are attracted to stability, kindness, confidence, and mystery. These aren't things you can fake for long. They are reflections of your inner world. The more you nurture yourself and your mindset, the more these qualities naturally emerge, and the more people are drawn to you without effort or pretense. Here's another thing to consider. Often, women focus so much on external validation that they forget the most powerful validation comes from within. When you start valuing yourself, truly valuing yourself, you begin to carry an invisible magnetism. Men are psychologically wired to notice a woman who respects herself, who knows her worth, and who lives her life fully. This is not arrogance. It is quiet confidence, the kind that doesn't seek approval because it already exists within. And it's this confidence, this deep sense of self-respect, that makes a woman unforgettable. As you watch this video, imagine this as a journey, not just a list of tips, but a path to transforming your presence in the world. By understanding these 7 qualities, you're not just learning how to be more desirable to men, you're learning how to step fully into yourself. Every quality we explore will connect to something in your psychology, the way people perceive you, the way energy flows around you, and the way attraction forms naturally. This is powerful because once you internalize these qualities, they don't just work in romantic relationships, they influence friendships, career interactions, and even family dynamics. You become someone people can't help but respect and admire. And here's the reward I promised. By staying with this video till the end, you'll not only know what these 7 qualities are, but you'll understand how to embody them in a way that feels natural, authentic, and effortless. You'll gain insight into the kind of mindset that transforms mere attention into genuine desire, fleeting charm into lasting respect, and casual attraction into deep connection. It's a subtle, profound power, and it's yours to cultivate. Finally, let's acknowledge something crucial. The desire to be wanted, appreciated, and loved is natural. It's part of being human. But the way you approach it determines your results. Many women unknowingly push people away or feel frustrated because they rely on temporary fixes or superficial efforts. True attraction, however, is built on deeper principles. It starts with self-awareness, self-respect, and the conscious cultivation of qualities that resonate with human psychology. When you understand this, everything changes. You no longer chase validation. You create it from within. You no longer hope to be noticed. You are naturally noticed. And from that place, men are drawn to you not because you demand it, but because your energy, your presence, and your essence make them want to be near you. So, if you're ready to unlock this power, to step into a version of yourself that is magnetic, respected, and genuinely desired, Then stay focused. The next sections will reveal the 7 qualities that can make this transformation possible. By the time you finish watching, you won't just know what attracts men. You'll know why it works and how to embody it in your everyday life. This isn't about manipulation or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about understanding yourself, nurturing the best parts of you, and radiating the energy that naturally pulls people toward you. Confidence is the invisible force that shapes how people perceive you. It's not about being loud, flashy, or always in control. True confidence is quiet, steady, and unshakable. It is the calm certainty in your own worth. When a woman walks through life knowing her value, it radiates from her in a way that words alone could never convey. Men notice this energy before they even speak to her. They feel it instinctively because confidence signals security, strength, and independence, the traits humans are naturally drawn to. Confidence is magnetic because it reflects an inner stability that attracts attention without effort. At its core, self-confidence begins with understanding that your worth is not dependent on anyone else's opinion. When a woman no longer seeks approval to feel good about herself, she exudes a freedom that is impossible to ignore. This is not arrogance. It is a quiet assurance that says, I know who I am enough. That assurance creates a presence that pulls people closer, not through manipulation, but through authenticity. Men are naturally attracted to women who do not rely on validation because it reflects strength and emotional balance. Psychology shows that people are drawn to stability. When someone is confident, they are signaling reliability, security, and a sense of calm control, and this becomes inherently appealing. Confidence also transforms the way you carry yourself in every interaction. Simple things, like maintaining eye contact, speaking with clarity, or holding your posture with ease, send powerful messages without a single word. These small expressions reflect the internal state of your mind. Every gesture, every glance becomes a silent declaration of your self-respect. When a woman walks into a room and moves with this grounded energy, it shifts the atmosphere around her. People notice, they listen, and men are drawn naturally to this level of self-assured presence. It's an energy that cannot be faked because it is a reflection of who you truly are. Developing confidence starts with self-awareness. Understanding your strengths, acknowledging your achievements, and recognizing your potential builds a foundation that no external factor can shake. It also requires embracing imperfections. Men are not drawn to perfection. They are drawn to women who are real, who accept themselves fully, and who carry themselves without fear of judgment. Confidence grows from embracing vulnerability without letting it define you. It is the courage to stand tall even when life challenges you, the ability to smile despite uncertainty, and the willingness to keep moving forward even when others doubt you. This resilience is profoundly attractive because it shows that your worth does not fluctuate with circumstances. Another element of confidence that deeply resonates is the ability to express yourself clearly and authentically. A woman who communicates her thoughts, desires, and boundaries without hesitation demonstrates that she respects herself. Men are naturally drawn to women who know what they want and are not afraid to stand for it. It signals intelligence, maturity, and a balanced sense of self, all qualities that create long-lasting attraction. Confidence does not mean never making mistakes. It means owning your choices, learning from them, and moving forward with grace. This kind of self-assured energy is rare, and it naturally commands attention. Confidence also empowers you to live your life fully. When you invest in your passions, pursue goals, and engage with the world with curiosity, you radiate vitality and independence. These are the qualities that men find irresistible because they signal that your happiness is not reliant on anyone else. You become a woman who is captivating not because of how you look, but because of the life you live. Psychology confirms that people are drawn to energy that is abundant, alive, and purposeful. When you feel confident in your own path, it creates a ripple effect. Others are inspired, intrigued, and drawn to share that energy with you. It is important to recognize that confidence is not about perfection, nor is it about constantly proving yourself. It is about embracing your journey, owning your story, and walking through life with unwavering belief in your value. Men feel this energy deeply because it reflects a rare combination of self-respect and self-sufficiency. It is subtle but powerful, the difference between someone who merely exists in a room and someone who commands it simply by being present. Confidence does not need loud declarations. It speaks in every gesture, every glance, every decision you make. Finally, confidence is contagious. When a woman feels secure in herself, she inspires those around her. Men are drawn to this energy because it makes them feel more relaxed, more capable, and more alive. They sense strength, independence, and emotional stability, all of which are deeply attractive traits. Every moment spent developing and nurturing your self-confidence compounds over time. The way you think about yourself shapes how others perceive you, and the stronger your confidence, the more magnetic your presence becomes. The power of self-confidence lies not in trying to impress anyone. It lies in fully embracing who you are and living boldly with that knowledge. When you cultivate this quality, it transforms everything. Your relationships, your interactions, and the way people respond to you shift in profound ways. Men are drawn not only to your beauty, but to the essence of your strength, your self-belief, and your unwavering inner light. Confidence becomes the foundation of attraction because it is the reflection of a woman who knows her value, honors herself, and moves through the world with grace, clarity, and power. Being real is one of the most magnetic qualities a woman can possess. Authenticity is not about showing off or performing for others. It is about living in alignment with who you truly are, without masks, without pretending to meet expectations that aren't yours. Men are drawn to women who are genuine because it creates a sense of trust, safety, and emotional connection. When someone is authentic, their energy is clear and inviting. People can sense when someone is pretending, and it repels them more than anything else. Being real communicates confidence and inner stability. It says, I am comfortable in my skin, and I do not need to change for anyone. Authenticity begins with self-awareness. Understanding your values, your beliefs, and your personal boundaries allows you to operate from a place of clarity. Men are attracted to this because it signals maturity and reliability. When a woman knows herself, she doesn't compromise her integrity to please others. She doesn't act differently depending on who is watching. This consistency in behavior creates a magnetic presence because it aligns her energy with truth rather than performance. Psychology explains that humans are wired to respond positively to consistency and honesty. When a person is authentic, it reduces uncertainty and builds subconscious trust. Being real also involves embracing imperfections. Nobody is flawless, and the attempt to appear perfect often pushes people away. Men are instinctively drawn to women who are genuine, who laugh at their mistakes, who share their thoughts honestly, and who do not fear showing vulnerability. Vulnerability, when embraced with strength, becomes a powerful form of connection. It communicates courage, emotional depth, and relatability. When a woman is unafraid to show her true self, it invites others to be real with her, too. This creates a natural, effortless bond that cannot be manufactured or forced. Authenticity is also reflected in the way a woman expresses herself. The words she chooses, the way she speaks, and her body language all become extensions of her true self. Men feel this energy because it signals clarity and transparency. There is no hidden agenda, no subtle manipulation, just honesty and presence. This quality is rare, and that rarity makes it incredibly attractive. A woman who speaks from her heart, who expresses her desires, feelings, and opinions openly, is a woman who commands attention without needing to compete or impress. Her presence alone becomes captivating because it is real, and realness resonates deeply with human nature. Another important aspect of being authentic is pursuing life on your own terms. A woman who follows her passions, sets her own goals, and creates her own path demonstrates independence and purpose. Men notice this because it signals self-sufficiency and personal drive, qualities that are universally appealing. Authenticity is not just about honesty, it is about aligning actions with values. When a woman lives deliberately, she exudes a confidence that cannot be faked. This alignment between inner truth and outward behavior creates a magnetic energy that draws people toward her naturally. Authenticity also influences the way a woman handles challenges. Life will always present obstacles, but an authentic woman approaches difficulties with integrity and composure. She does not blame others to cover her mistakes, nor does she fabricate stories to appear stronger than she is. She faces reality, learns, and grows. This resilience, paired with genuine expression, creates admiration and respect. Men are drawn to women who can handle life's uncertainties with grace because it reflects emotional stability, maturity, and self-respect. It demonstrates that she is someone worth investing in emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Furthermore, authenticity fosters deep emotional connection. Men seek partners who feel real, who can share their thoughts, fears, and dreams without judgment. When a woman is authentic, she provides that space. Her honesty signals that she can be trusted, that she values true connection over superficial interaction. This creates an invisible magnetism because humans are wired to seek emotional safety and understanding. When a woman communicates openly and sincerely, she becomes unforgettable because she touches something fundamental in the human psyche, the desire to feel understood and accepted without pretense. Being authentic also strengthens self-esteem. When a woman lives according to her own truth, she no longer depends on approval or validation from others. Her energy becomes self-sufficient, and this self-sufficiency is deeply appealing. Men are attracted to women who radiate inner strength without arrogance. This strength is quiet but unmistakable, and it grows naturally as a woman becomes more comfortable being herself. Authenticity allows her to attract relationships that are genuine, rather than transactional or conditional, because she naturally filters people based on alignment with her true self. Finally, being real transforms attraction into respect, admiration, and long-lasting desire. Men are drawn not only to appearances but to essence. When a woman embraces authenticity, she communicates stability, courage, and emotional depth. Her energy is magnetic because it is unforced, consistent, and true. She becomes a presence that inspires, attracts, and leaves a lasting impression simply because she is herself. Authenticity is not something you acquire overnight. It is a practice of self-reflection, honesty, and living intentionally. Yet the results are profound. A woman who is authentic does not chase attention, she naturally commands it. Creating meaningful connections that go far beyond the surface. Emotional intelligence is one of the most underrated qualities that make a woman deeply attractive. It is not about being perfect or having all the answers. It is about understanding emotions, both your own and those of others, and responding in a way that creates connection and harmony. Men are instinctively drawn to women who can navigate feelings with grace because it signals maturity, empathy, and balance. Emotional intelligence allows a woman to communicate without conflict, to listen without judgment, and to create an atmosphere where people feel valued and understood. This is powerful because attraction is not only physical, it is emotional. At its core, emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. Recognizing your emotions as they arise, understanding their triggers, and reflecting on their meaning allows you to act thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Men notice women who can remain calm under pressure, who handle tension without drama, and who respond with clarity rather than confusion. This ability demonstrates inner strength and control, qualities that are incredibly appealing. Psychology shows that humans are naturally drawn to those who can manage their own emotions effectively because it creates a sense of safety and stability. Empathy is another vital aspect of emotional intelligence. Understanding how others feel and being able to put yourself in their position builds trust and deepens connections. A woman who listens carefully, validates emotions without criticism, and responds with compassion creates a magnetic presence. Men feel valued and respected when their feelings are acknowledged. This is not about solving every problem. It is about showing that you understand, that you are present, and that you care. Empathy communicates emotional maturity, which makes a woman unforgettable and deeply attractive. Emotional intelligence also involves managing relationships wisely. This means knowing when to speak, when to listen, and when to step back. Men are drawn to women who can navigate complex social situations with grace and tact. This skill demonstrates that she is reliable, respectful, and capable of maintaining harmony without losing her voice. The ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react emotionally signals intelligence, self-respect, and stability, all traits that attract genuine interest and admiration. Another key component is emotional resilience. Life is full of challenges, disagreements, and disappointments. A woman with emotional intelligence does not crumble under pressure. She adapts, learns, and maintains her composure. This resilience is incredibly appealing because it demonstrates that her worth and happiness are not dependent on external circumstances. Men are naturally drawn to women who can handle adversity with poise because it signals inner strength, confidence, and reliability. Emotional resilience allows a woman to face difficulties while remaining grounded, creating a sense of security that is both rare and magnetic. Emotional intelligence also enhances communication. A woman who understands emotions knows how to express herself clearly and constructively. She can share her thoughts and feelings without blame or negativity, which fosters trust and mutual respect. Men are drawn to women who communicate honestly and respectfully because it reduces misunderstandings and builds emotional intimacy. This skill also allows a woman to assert her needs confidently while remaining considerate, which strengthens the connection and deepens attraction. Emotional intelligence extends to self-regulation as well. Managing impulses, controlling reactions, and staying composed during challenging situations demonstrate maturity and stability. Men are attracted to women who can maintain balance, who do not overreact to minor conflicts, and who can navigate emotional ups and downs with grace. This self-control signals that she is someone who can be relied upon emotionally, creating a strong foundation for lasting connection. Being emotionally intelligent also means cultivating awareness of subtle cues in interactions. Understanding body language, tone of voice, and unspoken feelings allows a woman to respond in ways that build rapport and connection. Men feel understood and supported when their emotions are recognized without them having to explain everything. This subtle awareness creates a powerful magnetism because it demonstrates attentiveness, care, and insight, qualities that are rare yet deeply valued in relationships. Emotional intelligence is not about being passive or avoiding conflict. It is about approaching situations with clarity, understanding, and compassion. A woman who can navigate emotional complexities while staying true to herself demonstrates a combination of strength and warmth that is irresistibly attractive. Men are drawn to her because she creates a space where they can be themselves, feel understood, and trust her presence. Finally, emotional intelligence allows a woman to connect on a deeper level. Attraction is more than physical chemistry. It is about emotional resonance. When a woman understands herself, listens with empathy, manages relationships wisely, communicates clearly, and demonstrates resilience, she creates a magnetic energy that draws people naturally. Men are inspired by this presence because it signals authenticity, intelligence, and emotional depth. It makes her unforgettable because she is more than just someone to admire. She is someone to connect with, someone to trust, and someone whose energy uplifts and inspires. Emotional intelligence transforms how a woman interacts with the world. It enhances relationships, fosters respect, and creates a lasting impression that goes beyond superficial attraction. Men are drawn not just to her appearance, but to her ability to navigate life and emotions with wisdom, grace, and compassion. This quality allows a woman to become a presence that attracts, inspires, and resonates deeply, making her not only wanted but genuinely valued. Independence is one of the most captivating qualities a woman can possess. It is not about rejecting help or isolating yourself. It is about creating a life that thrives on your own terms. A woman who is independent demonstrates that she has her own goals, her own ambitions, and her own source of happiness. Men are naturally drawn to this energy because it signals strength, self-sufficiency, and a life that is full and meaningful. Independence is magnetic because it reflects that a woman's world does not revolve around anyone else, yet she chooses to share it with those who align with her values and respect her journey. Passion fuels independence and makes it even more irresistible. A woman who is deeply invested in her interests, hobbies, and purpose radiates energy that cannot be ignored. Passion reflects vitality, dedication, and a drive to create something meaningful. Men are attracted to women who are alive with purpose because it demonstrates that life with her will be vibrant, exciting, and engaging. Passion transforms everyday actions into expressions of authenticity and confidence. It shows that she is fully present in her life, not merely going through the motions. And this presence naturally draws attention. Living independently does not mean avoiding relationships. It means having a foundation that is self-sustaining. When a woman has her own career, interests, and financial stability, she approaches relationships from a place of choice rather than need. This subtle freedom is profoundly attractive because it signals emotional balance and self-respect. Men are drawn to women who are complete within themselves because it promises a partnership built on mutual growth rather than dependency. Independence creates space for love to flourish, and passion fuels the energy that keeps it alive and meaningful. Independence also allows a woman to set boundaries confidently. She knows what she will accept and what she will not, and she communicates it clearly. Men respect this clarity because it signals maturity and integrity. Boundaries are not limitations, they are a reflection of self-worth and a refusal to settle for less than respect and alignment. A woman who is independent does not compromise her values to please someone else. Instead, she invites people into her life who appreciate and support her authenticity, creating a natural attraction that is both deep and lasting. Passion enhances confidence in subtle but powerful ways. A woman who is excited about her life, who pursues what she loves, and who dedicates herself to growth demonstrates that she is dynamic and inspiring. Men feel drawn to this energy because it suggests a life filled with curiosity, adventure, and vitality. Passion communicates that she is not waiting for others to define her or her happiness, she is actively creating it herself. This proactive approach to life creates an aura of magnetism that is impossible to ignore. Independence and passion together also influence how a woman responds to challenges. When life presents obstacles, she does not crumble or depend on others for validation. She faces difficulties with determination, creativity, and resilience. Men are drawn to this energy because it signals strength without aggression and courage without arrogance. The combination of independence and passion allows a woman to maintain her focus and momentum even under pressure, which makes her presence compelling and inspiring. Living a passionate and independent life also impacts how a woman communicates with others. She speaks from experience, conviction, and insight rather than fear or obligation. Men are attracted to women who can articulate their thoughts and desires clearly because it reflects intelligence and decisiveness. Her words carry weight, not because she demands attention, but because her life itself demonstrates authenticity and purpose. Communication becomes an extension of her energy, revealing a woman who is intentional, motivated, and deeply engaging. Another subtle but important aspect of independence is the ability to make choices freely. A woman who is self-sufficient and passionate does not allow others to control her decisions or dictate her path. This freedom creates a sense of intrigue and admiration. Men feel drawn to someone who leads her own life because it reflects leadership, vision, and personal accountability. Independence allows a woman to attract people who align with her energy rather than settle for those who attempt to define it. This alignment strengthens attraction and builds meaningful connection. Passion also fosters growth, which is inherently appealing. A woman who invests in learning, exploring, and evolving continuously demonstrates a commitment to becoming the best version of herself. Men notice this growth because it signals intelligence, ambition, and vitality. Passion creates momentum that is felt by everyone around her, inspiring curiosity and admiration. It transforms ordinary interactions into dynamic experiences, making her presence unforgettable. Ultimately, independence and passion create a life that is magnetic, engaging, and inspiring. Men are drawn to a woman who lives fully, follows her dreams, and remains grounded in her own strength. She does not chase attention, she attracts it naturally. Her energy communicates confidence, purpose, and authenticity without a word. When a woman combines self-sufficiency with enthusiasm for life, she becomes someone who is not just admired, but deeply respected and desired. Independence and passion are not simply traits. They are a lifestyle, a mindset, and a form of energy that draws people in effortlessly while reflecting the true essence of her character. Positivity is a quiet superpower that can transform every interaction a woman has. It is not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring challenges. True positivity comes from the ability to focus on solutions rather than problems, to find light even in dark moments, and to radiate hope without expecting anything in return. Men are drawn to women who carry this energy because it signals emotional stability, optimism, and a mindset that nurtures growth and happiness. Positivity makes presence magnetic because it is contagious. People instinctively want to be near those who uplift them. Joyfulness goes hand in hand with positivity. A woman who genuinely enjoys life, who finds pleasure in small moments, and who approaches her days with curiosity and gratitude, creates an energy that is irresistible. Men are naturally attracted to this kind of energy because it evokes a sense of comfort, ease, and excitement. Joy does not require external validation. It comes from within. When a woman radiates joy, she becomes a source of light that draws people in effortlessly. This is not about constant cheerfulness. It is about cultivating an inner resilience that allows happiness to shine through even during challenges. Positivity begins with perspective. A woman who chooses to see setbacks as opportunities, who focuses on solutions instead of dwelling on problems, and who maintains hope in difficult times communicates strength and adaptability. Men are drawn to this energy because it signals intelligence, emotional maturity, and reliability. Positivity demonstrates that a woman is capable of handling life's unpredictability with grace. This quality makes interactions feel lighter, conversations more engaging, and connections deeper. When joy is present, even ordinary moments feel extraordinary, creating an unforgettable aura. Joyfulness also influences emotional attraction. A woman who laughs easily, smiles authentically, and engages with warmth creates a psychological pull that is hard to resist. Men instinctively gravitate toward people who make them feel good, who inspire comfort, excitement, and curiosity. Joy communicates that life with this woman is not only safe, but exhilarating. Her presence becomes a space where others can relax, open up, and feel inspired. Psychology confirms that humans are naturally drawn to those who emit positive energy because it creates a sense of emotional reward and satisfaction. Positivity is also a reflection of self-mastery. A woman who maintains an optimistic mindset demonstrates that she is not controlled by fear, anxiety, or negativity. This independence from emotional turbulence communicates strength, resilience, and emotional intelligence, all qualities that deepen attraction. Men are naturally drawn to women who are steady yet uplifting because it signals reliability and inner strength. Positivity becomes a magnet when it is authentic, consistent, and paired with an understanding of life's realities. Joyfulness extends to how a woman treats others. A positive and joyful presence is generous with encouragement, compliments, and kindness. Men notice when a woman can lift the mood of a room, appreciate the successes of others, and maintain grace under pressure. This behavior signals that she is emotionally mature, empathetic, and capable of creating harmony in relationships. The ability to radiate happiness without expectation or pretense makes her presence magnetic because it creates a feeling of safety and excitement simultaneously. Another aspect of positivity is gratitude. A woman who appreciates what she has, who celebrates small victories, and who finds meaning in everyday life, communicates a mindset that is empowering and attractive. Men are drawn to women who can express joy for what exists rather than constantly seeking what is missing. Gratitude amplifies energy, strengthens relationships, and creates a psychological pull that is subtle yet powerful. Joyful energy encourages engagement and inspires admiration, creating an aura of irresistible charm. Positivity also affects decision-making and problem-solving. A woman who approaches challenges with optimism, who sees setbacks as learning opportunities, and who maintains hope under pressure demonstrates intelligence and maturity. Men notice when a woman can remain grounded, proactive, and enthusiastic even during difficulties. This approach signals resilience, wisdom, and a balanced outlook on life, all of which are qualities that deepen attraction. Positivity allows her to face uncertainty without fear, creating a sense of stability that is psychologically appealing. Joyfulness enhances connection by making interactions memorable. A woman who engages fully, who expresses excitement for life, and who radiates warmth creates an environment where men feel valued, understood, and inspired. This energy transforms ordinary interactions into experiences that are emotionally rewarding. Men are drawn not just to her presence, but to how she makes them feel lighter, happier, and more motivated. Positivity and joyfulness, when cultivated consistently, become defining elements of her personality, making her unforgettable. Ultimately, positivity and joyfulness are not superficial traits. They are reflections of inner strength, self-respect, and emotional mastery. A woman who radiates optimism, gratitude, and genuine happiness attracts men naturally because her energy inspires, uplifts, and captivates. She becomes a presence that is not just admired but deeply cherished. These qualities create an invisible magnetism, drawing people in effortlessly while reflecting the true essence of her character. Joy and positivity are not fleeting states. They are lifestyles, mindsets, and ways of engaging with the world that make her presence both powerful and irresistible. Kindness is one of the most quietly powerful qualities a woman can possess. It is not about grand gestures or seeking recognition. It is about treating others with genuine care and respect. Men are naturally drawn to women who show kindness because it reflects emotional strength, empathy, and a heart that is open rather than guarded. When a woman acts with compassion, her presence becomes soothing, inviting, and magnetic. People are instinctively attracted to those who make them feel seen, understood, and valued. Kindness creates connection, and connection is the foundation of attraction that lasts far beyond surface-level appeal. Compassion goes beyond simple empathy. It is the ability to understand another person's struggles, emotions, and perspectives, and to respond in a way that uplifts rather than judges. Men notice women who can relate without criticism, who can listen without interruption, and who offer support without expecting anything in return. This emotional generosity is rare, and it creates an invisible energy that draws people closer naturally. Compassion signals emotional intelligence, patience, and inner maturity, all qualities that inspire admiration and trust. Kindness also enhances communication. A woman who interacts with warmth and patience naturally encourages openness in others. Men feel safe expressing themselves around someone who responds with understanding rather than defensiveness. This safe space fosters intimacy because it allows feelings, thoughts, and desires to be shared freely. Compassionate interactions create a subtle magnetism because they meet a deep human need, the desire to feel valued and accepted without judgment. When a woman consistently offers kindness, her presence becomes a source of comfort and inspiration. Another aspect of compassion is generosity of spirit. This does not mean material giving, but the willingness to offer time, attention, and emotional support. Men are attracted to women who make an effort to uplift others, who celebrate successes without envy, and who demonstrate patience in difficult moments. These actions reflect a woman who has emotional depth and stability. Kindness that comes from genuine intention is magnetic because it communicates authenticity and emotional security. People are drawn to her not because they must be, but because being around her feels naturally rewarding. Kindness also influences the way a woman handles conflict. Emotional strength and compassion allow her to approach disagreements with understanding rather than hostility. Men are drawn to women who can navigate tension calmly, who seek solutions rather than blame, and who maintain respect even in challenging moments. This ability demonstrates maturity, patience, and emotional resilience. Compassion transforms potential friction into connection, and men are instinctively attracted to women who can create harmony without sacrificing their integrity. Empathy, a core component of kindness, strengthens relationships at every level. A woman who can sense the feelings of those around her, respond appropriately, and offer comfort when needed builds trust that goes beyond words. Men feel valued and respected when a woman can recognize their emotions and respond without judgment. This level of understanding creates a deep sense of intimacy and attachment. Compassionate energy signals reliability and authenticity, making her presence unforgettable and highly attractive. Kindness also enhances self-confidence. A woman who gives without expectation, who uplifts others without seeking validation, demonstrates emotional maturity and self-assuredness. Men are drawn to women who are secure enough to offer support freely because it reflects strength and stability rather than neediness. Compassion becomes a reflection of inner confidence. It shows that a woman is not threatened by the success or happiness of others, but rather celebrates it alongside them. This rare combination of warmth and strength is magnetic because it inspires admiration and trust simultaneously. True compassion is consistent. It is not situational or conditional. A woman who treats people with respect, empathy, and understanding regardless of status, mood, or circumstance communicates a deep sense of integrity. Men are drawn to women whose energy is steady, genuine, and emotionally grounded. Kindness that flows naturally from her character creates a presence that is both soothing and compelling. It makes interactions meaningful and memorable because people feel genuinely cared for in her presence. Compassion also fosters emotional connection beyond romantic attraction. Men feel drawn to a woman whose heart is open, whose empathy is sincere, and whose warmth creates a sense of security. This connection goes deeper than appearances or charm. It touches the psychological need for understanding, acceptance, and emotional safety. A woman who embodies kindness becomes a source of inspiration and comfort, someone whose presence uplifts and whose energy resonates long after she leaves the room. Ultimately, kindness and compassion are more than traits. They are reflections of a woman's emotional intelligence, resilience, and authenticity. Men are attracted to women who embody these qualities because they inspire trust, admiration, and deep emotional connection. Compassion transforms relationships from superficial encounters into meaningful bonds. A woman who practices kindness does not need to seek attention or validation. Her energy naturally draws people in. She becomes unforgettable, not because she demands it, but because the warmth, understanding, and emotional depth she radiates create an invisible force of attraction that cannot be ignored. Mystery is one of the most compelling qualities a woman can possess. It is not about being secretive or playing games. It is about preserving a sense of depth, individuality, and intrigue that draws people in naturally. Men are instinctively attracted to women who have layers, who are not fully revealed all at once, and whose energy invites curiosity. Mystery creates tension in the most positive sense. It sparks interest, keeps attention, and makes every interaction feel meaningful. When a woman allows herself to be partially unknown, she encourages others to engage more deeply, to listen more carefully, and to value every moment spent in her presence. Confidence in boundaries is closely linked to mystery. A woman who knows her limits, communicates them clearly, and stands by them demonstrates self-respect and emotional strength. Men are drawn to women who can assert themselves without aggression because it signals inner stability and clarity. Boundaries do not restrict relationships, they define them. They show that a woman understands her worth, prioritizes her well-being, and invites only those who respect her energy and intentions. Confidence in boundaries makes her presence powerful because it communicates that she is intentional in every interaction, not passive or reactive. Mystery enhances attraction by creating curiosity. When a woman does not reveal everything at once, her thoughts, plans, or feelings, she encourages others to pay closer attention and engage more thoughtfully. Men are naturally drawn to energy that is intriguing, balanced, and unpredictable in the most positive sense. Mystery signals independence, self-awareness, and an inner world that is rich and vibrant. It allows her to be fully herself while encouraging connection on deeper levels, creating a subtle but irresistible magnetism. Confidence in boundaries allows a woman to maintain control over her energy and her life. She chooses where to invest time, attention, and emotional resources. Men are attracted to women who are selective because it signals discernment, strength, and respect for themselves and others. A woman who establishes boundaries communicates that she is not easily swayed by external pressure or fleeting desires. This creates a sense of value and presence that is psychologically appealing. Her energy becomes magnetic because it conveys certainty, self-respect, and emotional intelligence. Mystery is not about withholding affection or being manipulative. It is about embracing self-possession and emotional depth. Men notice when a woman carries herself with quiet confidence, does not overshare, and engages in a way that feels both approachable and intriguing. Mystery makes her interactions feel more meaningful because it invites attention and reflection. Every word, gesture, and expression becomes deliberate, creating a presence that captivates without demanding. The balance of accessibility and enigma is what makes her unforgettable. Boundaries also enhance emotional connection. A woman who sets limits demonstrates that she values herself and her energy. Men respond positively to this because it signals stability and integrity. Boundaries create clarity, reduce conflict, and ensure that interactions are respectful and intentional. A woman with confidence in her limits fosters trust and admiration because people instinctively recognize that she is someone who cannot be taken for granted. Her energy communicates both strength and grace, a combination that is deeply attractive. Mystery and boundaries work together to enhance self-respect. When a woman maintains her individuality while sharing herself selectively, she signals that she is aware of her worth. Men are drawn to this because it reflects a balance of openness and self-possession. Mystery encourages engagement, while boundaries ensure that her energy is respected. Together, these qualities make her presence captivating, inspiring others to invest time, attention, and emotion in a way that is meaningful and reciprocal. Confidence in boundaries also protects emotional well-being. A woman who knows what she will accept and what she will not ensures that her relationships and interactions align with her values. Men are attracted to women who maintain this clarity because it reflects self-assurance and maturity. Boundaries allow her to remain authentic without being manipulated or drained by external expectations. This emotional integrity strengthens attraction because it communicates that she is in charge of her life, her energy, and her happiness. Mystery also encourages growth in relationships. When a woman reveals herself gradually, it allows others to earn her trust and investment over time. Men are drawn to this unfolding process because it creates excitement, engagement, and deeper emotional connection. Mystery signals intelligence, self-respect, and emotional depth, making interactions feel layered and rewarding. Combined with confident boundaries, it ensures that every connection is intentional, meaningful, and aligned with her values. Ultimately, mystery and confidence in boundaries are not tactics. They are reflections of self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and inner strength. A woman who embodies these qualities naturally attracts respect, admiration, and desire. Men are drawn not just to her appearance or charm, but to the energy she radiates, an energy that is intentional, self-respecting, and intriguingly deep. Mystery invites curiosity, while boundaries establish value. Together, they create a presence that is magnetic, memorable, and profoundly attractive. Self-care is not just about looking good, it is about feeling whole, balanced, and aligned with your inner self. A woman who prioritizes her mental, emotional, and physical well-being radiates an energy that naturally draws people in. Men are attracted to women who care for themselves because it signals that they respect their own worth and understand the importance of maintaining harmony within their lives. Self-care creates presence, and presence is magnetic because it communicates stability, confidence, and intentionality. When a woman invests in herself, she communicates that she is not dependent on others for validation, yet she is open to connection with those who honor her energy. Taking care of your body is a reflection of self-respect. It is not about perfection or meeting external standards. It is about nurturing your health and energy. Men notice when a woman moves with vitality, carries herself with ease, and invests in her well-being. Physical self-care enhances posture, presence, and confidence, all of which create a subtle but powerful attractiveness. A woman who treats her body with respect sends a signal that she values herself in every aspect of life, which inspires admiration and attention naturally. Equally important is emotional self-care. A woman who acknowledges her feelings, processes her experiences, and sets aside time for reflection cultivates inner peace. Men are drawn to women who are emotionally balanced because they provide stability in interactions and relationships. Emotional self-care allows her to respond rather than react, to approach challenges with calm, and to maintain harmony in her presence. This type of energy is rare, and it is deeply compelling because it signals resilience, self-awareness, and maturity. Mental self-care strengthens clarity and focus. A woman who engages in activities that stimulate her mind, whether through learning, creativity, or mindfulness, radiates intelligence and depth. Men are attracted to women who are mentally engaged because it signals curiosity, insight, and a desire for growth. Mental presence enhances her conversations, her decisions, and her ability to inspire those around her. When a woman maintains mental clarity, her presence becomes magnetic because it communicates that she is in control of her life and capable of contributing meaningfully to any interaction. Presence is amplified when self-care is practiced consistently. Men notice when a woman walks into a room and carries herself with calm confidence, energy, and grace. This presence is not about drawing attention forcibly. It is about being fully aligned with oneself. Every movement, glance, and gesture communicates intention and authenticity. Self-care allows a woman to cultivate this presence because it strengthens the connection between mind, body, and spirit. The energy she radiates is a reflection of the care she invests in herself, and this creates a natural magnetism that is hard to ignore. Self-care also influences how a woman relates to others. When she is grounded and balanced, she can offer genuine attention, empathy, and support without losing herself in the process. Men are attracted to women who maintain their identity while engaging meaningfully with those around them. This balance ensures that interactions are not driven by neediness or dependency, but by choice, awareness, and mutual respect. Presence becomes compelling when it is rooted in self-respect rather than external approval. Another aspect of self-care is cultivating habits that nurture personal growth. A woman who dedicates time to learning, exploring, and evolving demonstrates that she values herself and her potential. Men notice this drive because it reflects ambition, discipline, and a proactive approach to life. Growth-oriented energy is inherently attractive because it signals that a woman is not stagnant, that she is continuously becoming a better version of herself. Self-care and personal development together create a presence that is dynamic, inspiring, and magnetic. Self-care also affects emotional resilience. A woman who invests in her well-being is better equipped to navigate challenges, maintain calm under pressure, and respond thoughtfully in difficult situations. Men are drawn to this energy because it communicates strength, stability, and reliability. Emotional resilience enhances presence because it ensures that her energy remains steady, approachable, and grounded, even when circumstances are unpredictable. This stability creates a sense of security that is highly appealing. Presence is further strengthened by authenticity in self-care. A woman who engages in practices that truly nurture her mind, body, and spirit communicates honesty and self-respect. Men are attracted to women whose energy feels genuine, intentional, and consistent. Authentic self-care signals that she understands her worth, honors herself, and values meaningful connections with others. This authenticity enhances attraction because it creates trust, admiration, and a sense of comfort that draws people closer naturally. Ultimately, self-care and presence are inseparable. A woman who invests in herself cultivates energy that is magnetic, inspiring, and deeply attractive. Men are drawn not just to her appearance or charm, but to the balance, strength, and clarity she radiates. Self-care allows her to move through life with grace, intention, and confidence, making her presence unforgettable. When a woman nurtures her mind, body, and spirit, she creates a magnetic energy that attracts respect, admiration, and genuine connection effortlessly. At this point, it's time to pause and reflect on the journey you've been on. You have explored qualities that do more than attract. They transform the way you see yourself, the way you carry yourself, and the way others respond to your energy. Men are drawn not to appearances alone, but to the essence of a woman who knows her worth, embraces her uniqueness, and radiates strength from within. Every quality we've discussed, the confidence, authenticity, emotional intelligence, independence, joyfulness, kindness, mystery, and self-care, creates a foundation for a presence that is magnetic, memorable, and deeply respected. Understanding this is the first step. Embodying it is where transformation happens. Reflection begins with honesty. Ask yourself, who am I when no one is watching? How do I treat myself, my emotions, and my energy? How aligned am I with the values and qualities that truly matter to me? Men are attracted to women who live with purpose and clarity because their energy communicates consistency, integrity, and self-respect. When you reflect on these questions, you start to see areas where you can grow and enhance your presence. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of attraction because it allows you to cultivate qualities that are genuine rather than performed. The next step is choice. Every day presents an opportunity to decide how you will carry yourself, how you will respond to challenges, and how you will engage with the world. Men are drawn to women who act intentionally rather than react impulsively. Choosing confidence, kindness, authenticity, and joyfulness in your thoughts, actions, and decisions builds an energy that is irresistible. These choices are not superficial. They are reflections of your inner strength and emotional mastery. By consciously embracing these qualities, you naturally draw people toward you, without forcing attention or approval. Reflection also involves observing your relationships. Who uplifts you? Who respects your boundaries and values your presence? Men are drawn to women who understand the importance of mutual respect and emotional balance. Healthy attraction grows when both parties feel seen, understood, and valued. Taking the time to evaluate the people in your life allows you to cultivate connections that enhance your energy rather than drain it. This awareness ensures that your presence remains magnetic because it is protected, intentional, and aligned with your values. Consider your energy in everyday interactions. Are you bringing positivity, empathy, and warmth to the people around you? Men are attracted to women whose energy uplifts and inspires because it creates comfort and excitement simultaneously. Every smile, every gesture, every thoughtful word communicates more than appearances ever could. Reflecting on the impact of your presence allows you to strengthen qualities that enhance attraction while maintaining authenticity. When your energy feels effortless yet powerful, it resonates deeply and leaves a lasting impression. Another crucial aspect of reflection is understanding the balance between vulnerability and strength.